Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into something today that I think you'll find pretty interesting. It could seriously change your life, your earning potential. We're going to be talking about the top skills you'll need to master by 2025, especially if you're looking to, boost your income and stay ahead of the curve.
You've probably heard a lot about the importance of lifelong learning, but today we're not just talking about, abstract concepts here. We're going to break down specific skills, how those skills can translate into real-world opportunities, and even give you some tips on, how to get started.
Yeah, and we've got a great source article to help us with this called Top 5 High-Demand Skills to Learn in 2025 That Will Boost Your Income. And some of these were pretty eye-opening even for me.
What's really exciting is that a lot of these skills might be more accessible than you think, whether you're looking for a complete career change or just want to add some valuable tools to your existing skill set. There's definitely something here for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so the first one that really grabbed my attention was data analysis. The article actually calls data the new oil. And at first, I have to admit, I thought that sounded a bit dramatic.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. What do you think?
It's a powerful analogy. Data is everywhere. And knowing how to extract meaningful insights from it is becoming like a superpower across industries. And here's the thing. It's not just about being a tech wizard anymore. Data analysis is relevant in so many fields, from marketing and finance to healthcare, even creative fields like music and writing.
Wait, data analysis for creatives. That sounds kind of counterintuitive. What would that even look like?
Think about it this way. Let's say you're a musician, releasing music on streaming platforms. You can use data analysis to understand which songs are resonating most with listeners, what demographics are engaging with your music, even what time of day people are most likely to listen. That's all valuable information that can help you tailor your marketing, create content that resonates with your audience, and ultimately grow your fan base.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. It's almost like data can be used to tell a story even in creative fields.
Exactly, and the same applies to writers, artists, filmmakers, really anyone who's creating and sharing their work. Data provides feedback. It can help you understand your audience and make informed decisions about your craft.
Okay, so data analysis sounds pretty important. But where do you even begin? I remember the first time I had to work with a spreadsheet. It was intimidating.
I get it. Those tools can seem daunting at first, but trust me, it's much easier than you might think. The source article mentions a few key tools: Excel, SQL, Python, and R.
Okay, now before my eyes glaze over, can you explain those a bit?
Think of it like this. Excel is your basic toolbox. Great for organizing data, creating charts, and doing simple calculations. Once you've mastered those basics, you can move on to SQL, which is like a more powerful saw. It helps you extract specific information from large databases. Then if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of data analysis, Python and R are like your heavy-duty power tools. They let you build complex models, automate tasks, and really dig deep into the data.
So there's a tool for every level, from beginner to expert. That makes me feel a lot better.
And here's the best part. There are tons of online resources available to help you learn these tools. You can find free tutorials, online courses, even interactive coding platforms that make learning fun and engaging.
Awesome. So no matter your skill level, there's a way to get started with data analysis. All right, so we've covered data. Now let's move on to another skill that's essential in today's digital world: digital marketing. I think it's no secret that businesses need to master the art of reaching their customers online. But with something as big as digital marketing, where do you even begin?
Yeah, it can definitely feel overwhelming at first. Digital marketing has so many different areas: social media, SEO, content marketing, email automation. It's a whole ecosystem. But that's also what makes it so exciting. There's something for everyone, no matter what your interests or skills are.
The article talked about the importance of starting small, which I think is really encouraging. You don't need to be a marketing guru right away.
Exactly. The key is to find an area that resonates with you and start experimenting. Maybe you enjoy writing and have a knack for crafting engaging stories. Content marketing could be a great fit. Or maybe you're a natural connector who thrives on building relationships. Social media marketing might be your calling.
The source article suggested offering to manage a friend's business page for practice, which I thought was a great idea. It's a low-pressure way to gain real-world experience and build your portfolio.
It's all about taking those first steps, learning by doing. You never know. That small side hustle could evolve into a full-fledged career if you discover a passion for it.
And speaking of careers that are in high demand, let's shift gears to a topic that's becoming more and more important: cybersecurity. I think we're all aware of the growing threats in the digital world, but the source article really highlighted the career opportunities and earning potential in this field. which definitely got my attention.
It's no surprise that cybersecurity is a hot topic these days. More and more aspects of our lives are moving online, so the need for skilled professionals who can protect our data and defend against cyber attacks, it's skyrocketing.
It sounds like such an important job, almost like a digital superhero. But I have to admit, when I hear cybersecurity, I picture someone with a computer science degree and years of coding experience. Is that really the case? Could someone without that background break into this field?
You absolutely don't need a specialized degree to get started in cybersecurity. In fact, I know someone who transitioned into a cybersecurity role from a completely unrelated field. He was working as a librarian and became fascinated by the world of online security. He started by taking online courses on platforms like Cybrary and Udacity, which offer a lot of information for beginners. He even earned a CompTIA Security Plus certification, which is well respected in the industry.
Wow, that's inspiring. Shows that with the right mindset and dedication, anyone can learn these skills and find a rewarding career in cybersecurity.
Absolutely. And with the demand for cybersecurity professionals constantly increasing, it's a career path that offers both job security and the potential for high earnings.
So it sounds like cybersecurity is a field that's wide open for anyone willing to learn and put in the work. Talk about job security. But you know what's interesting? We've been talking about protecting data. And that leads us to our next topic, cloud computing. I have to admit, this one's always felt a bit fuzzy to me. Like I knew it was important, but didn't quite grasp what it actually was.
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel that way. The source article uses a helpful analogy. It describes cloud computing as the way companies manage all their data and applications without needing rooms full of servers.
Okay, that makes more sense. It's like this invisible infrastructure that powers so much what we do online. But if it's invisible, what kind of jobs are we talking about?
Well, think about it. Someone needs to build, manage, and secure all those cloud platforms right. And that's where the job opportunities are. We're talking about roles like cloud architects, cloud engineers, cloud security specialists. The list goes on.
And those roles are in high demand, right? The article mentioned lucrative job offers, which always catches my attention.
Absolutely. Businesses are moving their operations to the cloud, so the need for skilled professionals who can manage these complex systems will only grow. And that translates into some pretty impressive salaries.
So when we talk about cloud computing, we're mainly talking about those big companies like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud.
You got it. Those are the major players, each with their own strengths and specialties. And here's what's really cool. All three offer beginner-friendly training and certifications. So even if you're starting from scratch, you can gain valuable skills and experience that'll make you highly marketable.
I love that there are so many resources to help people get started, regardless of their background or experience level. You know, it's interesting. All four of the skills we've discussed, data analysis, digital marketing, cybersecurity, and cloud computing, they all seem interconnected. Like they're all about leveraging technology to solve problems, connect with people, and create value.
That's a really insightful observation, and it speaks to a larger trend we're seeing across industries. The lines between different fields are blurring, and the ability to combine skills from multiple disciplines is becoming increasingly valuable.
It's like, son, in the past, you might have specialized in one specific area, but now the most successful people are those who can adapt, learn new skills, and see the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that brings us to our final skill, one that might surprise you, content creation.
Content creation. But we're already consuming content right now. I mean, this is what this podcast is.
Precisely. And that's why it's such a valuable skill to develop. Think about it. Every business, every organization, every individual who wants to connect with an audience needs to create engaging and informative content.
The article pointed out that content creation isn't just some passing fad. It's here to stay. And I can definitely see why. The world is overflowing with information. But people always want more content that resonates with them, that teaches them something new, or that simply entertains them.
Exactly. And the beauty of content creation is that there are so many different avenues to explore. You could write blog posts, create videos, host a podcast like we're doing right now, build online courses. The possibilities are endless.
I love that there's so much room for creativity and self-expression in this field. And it's not just about having a big following or going viral. It's about sharing your knowledge, connecting with your audience, and building a community around your passions.
And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to get paid to do what they love? Content creation offers the potential to turn your passion into a profitable side hustle, or even a full-time career.
It's so inspiring to see how people are using their creativity and digital skills to build their own businesses and create their own opportunities. Yeah, as we're wrapping up this discussion of the top skills for 2025, it strikes me that we've covered a lot of technical skills, data analysis, coding, cloud computing. But there's a human element to all of this as well.
Absolutely. In fact, I would argue that the human skills, the soft skills, are becoming even more important in a world that's increasingly driven by technology.
What do you mean by soft skills?
I'm talking about things like communication, collaboration, problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. These are the skills that allow us to connect with others, to understand their needs, to build relationships, to inspire and motivate, and to navigate complex situations with empathy and grace.
That's a great point. It's easy to get caught up in the technical aspects of these skills, but ultimately, it's our ability to connect with others that will determine our success.
Exactly. And here's the thing. These soft skills are just as important for individual contributors as they are for leaders and managers. Whether you're working on a team project, pitching a new idea, or simply interacting with clients or customers, your ability to communicate effectively, build rapport, and demonstrate empathy will set you apart.
It's like technology might be the engine that drives our work, but it's our human skills that steer the ship and determine our destination.
That's a beautiful analogy, and it highlights the importance of cultivating these soft skills alongside our technical expertise. In fact, I would argue that the most successful people in the future will be those who can seamlessly blend technical proficiency with human connection and emotional intelligence.
So if you're listening to this and feeling a little overwhelmed by all the technical skills we've discussed, don't worry. Remember, it's not just about the hard skills. It's about the soft skills too. Focus on developing your communication, your collaboration, your problem-solving abilities, and you'll be well on your way to success.
And here's the good news. These soft skills are something you can start developing today. Practice active listening. Seek out opportunities to collaborate with others. Pay attention to the way you communicate your ideas.
These are skills that'll serve you well in any field, regardless of your technical expertise. And as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I think it's important to acknowledge that all this can feel pretty overwhelming, right? We've thrown a lot of information at you.
You're absolutely right. It's easy to feel like you need to master everything all at once, but that's not realistic or necessary.
It's like we've given you this whole toolkit for the future, but now you're standing there thinking, okay, where do I even start?
And that's completely understandable. It's about taking a deep breath and remembering that this is a marathon, not a sprint.
So instead of trying to learn everything at once, what would you suggest as a good first step?
I think the most important thing is to figure out which skill resonates most with you. The one that you know sparks your curiosity and maybe even a little bit of excitement. Then start exploring. There are so many amazing resources available online, a lot of them completely free.
Yeah, we talked about some great platforms like Cybrary and Udacity for cybersecurity and cloud computing, but there are tons of other options out there for any skill you can imagine.
Exactly. You can find online courses, tutorials, videos, articles, even entire communities dedicated to helping you learn and grow. And don't underestimate the power of connecting with others who are on a similar journey.
Yeah, it's like that saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Exactly. Finding a mentor, joining a study group, or just connecting with people online who share your interests. It can make learning so much more enjoyable and rewarding.
And don't forget about the resources that are right in your own backyard. Local libraries often offer free classes and workshops, and community colleges have affordable programs that can help you gain valuable skills.
There's a whole world of learning waiting for you, both online and offline. Be curious, explore your options, find the resources that work best for you.
You know, as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm struck by how these skills aren't just about boosting your income. They're also about expanding your possibilities and shaping your future.
It's about becoming a more well-rounded person, adaptable, future-proof. It's about taking control of your own destiny and creating a life that's both fulfilling and financially rewarding.
So to everyone listening, I want to leave you with this thought. We've explored some incredible skills today, but the most important skill of all is the willingness to learn, to grow, and to embrace the possibilities of the future.
The world is changing so fast, and the people who are adaptable, curious, and willing to learn new skills will be the ones who thrive.
So don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. Start today. Pick a skill. Dive in. See where it takes you.
You might be surprised by what you discover about yourself and the amazing opportunities that come up along the way.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it informative and inspiring. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep into the things that light you up.
It's a lot to take in, right? It really is.
It is. And sometimes it's easy to feel paralyzed by that. Like you said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But sometimes even taking those first few steps can feel really daunting. So what advice would you give to someone who is feeling that way?
That's a good question. I think it all comes down to mindset.
Mindset.
Yeah. It's about shifting your perspective from I can't do this to I can learn how to do this. It's about embracing the learning process and understanding that it's okay to start small, to make mistakes, to not know everything right away.
Because I think a lot of times we get caught up in this idea of needing to be perfect right out of the gate.
Yeah. It's like we're afraid to even try something new unless we can guarantee that we'll be good at it immediately.
And that kind of thinking, it holds us back.
Yeah.
It prevents us from exploring our potential and discovering new passions.
Exactly. So instead of focusing on perfection, focus on progress.
Progress.
Yeah. Celebrate the small wins along the way. Even if it's just learning a new concept or completing a tutorial, those little victories, they build momentum, they keep you motivated, and they help you build confidence in your ability to learn and grow.
I love that. And I think it's so important to remember that learning is a lifelong journey.
It is.
It's not about reaching a destination. It's about enjoying the ride.
And you never know where that ride might take you. One of the things I find most inspiring is seeing how people are using these skills to create their own opportunities.
Yeah.
Starting their own businesses, launching their own projects, and making a real difference in the world.
It's like we're living in this incredible time where the possibilities are truly limitless.
They really are. If you're willing to embrace the unknown, step outside of your comfort zone, and commit to lifelong learning, there's no telling what you can achieve.
Absolutely. Well said. So to wrap things up, if you're feeling inspired by what we've talked about today, I encourage you to take action. Pick a skill. Do some research. Find a resource that resonates with you. And get started. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. The best time to start is now.
The future belongs to those who are willing to learn and adapt.
So go out there and make it yours. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it valuable. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving to reach your full potential.